Hello and welcome to the daily Nifty and Bank Nifty Insights with MJ. Let's study and explore the current stock market with the help of performance of Nifty and Bank Nifty. Today is 3rd August 2020 and we'll be estimating the probable moves, resistance and support levels, buying and selling zones, along with a new emerging trend in Nifty and Bank Nifty for the next trading day, that is on 4th August. If you are new to our YouTube channel, please like and subscribe the channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon such that whenever we upload any new video, you get immediate notification. And also be generous for others. Share the video with your friends and trading community such that they can also get benefited from the quality knowledge. Well, if we look at the daily chart of Nifty today, you can see there is a large bearish candle formation. There was a gap which was at 10,930, which I had been telling in last few videos that this gap will get filled up as Nifty has a habit of filling up the noise gap sooner or later. So this gap is filled up and Nifty has taken a support at 10,883 today, where from it retraced a little, but generally, if you look at the previous candlesticks, there are bigger wicks, but today the bearish pressure was so much that the lower wick is very, very small, right? That shows the strength of bears today, right? Now, if we look at the smaller time frames, Nifty and Bank Nifty both started with a gap down and had a bearish bias throughout the day. Nifty lost almost 182 points and closed at 10,891, while as Bank Nifty lost 568 points and closed at 21,072. The market breadth remained negative with 13 stocks advancing, while as 37 stocks declined today from the stack of Nifty 50. We had estimated a range-bound move with volatility in the range of 10,950 to 11,200 for Nifty, and 21,028 to 22,250 for Bank Nifty, based upon the data and trading pressure of the participants from the previous day. Both the indices traded well within the range which we had estimated and making a downtrend. So Nifty as well as Bank Nifty, they made lower lows and lower highs. If you look from the price action perspective, there are a lot of interesting factors which have come out today. So since Nifty has been moving in a up channel on a daily chart, if you look at, and that up channel more or less, it was a kind of rising wedge we always call is a bearish pattern, right? Or bearish channel. So first thing worth noticing is now Nifty has come to the lower channel of ascending channel, and the Nifty is taking a support at a confluence of 200 days moving average, 200 days simple moving average, as well as exponential moving average. Apart from that, there is a lower trend line also. So it's a strong support level for Nifty available here. And now if Nifty slips downside, you would see 10,882, which is today's low, would be giving it a support, and the next support level would be at 10,855 or so. That is a exponential and simple moving average of 200 days. Below, if that level is broken, the next level of support is at 10,801. Below than that at 10,750, and if 10,750 is broken, 10,706 is the level. Now Nifty is comfortably sitting in a very strong demand zone. This green zone is a demand zone, and if it slips from here, then Nifty has another demand zone at this level. One mega. Yeah, at this level again, Nifty has got one demand zone, right? These are the zones where you can possibly see Nifty bouncing back as well. When I'm saying bouncing back, it doesn't mean that it may reverse from here. It may not, as it is a market. But you can also notice there is a small gap here at 10,445 to 10,500, right? So this gap is yet not filled up. So maybe Nifty comes to fill up this gap. So watch out Nifty on these demand zones or accumulation zones, and this novice gap. Now, if Nifty bounces back at this point of time, um, for which there are fair enough good chances, because it's a confluence of 200 days moving averages as well as the trend line. So on the upper side, if Nifty moves, 10,953 is the first level of resistance, 11,000 is another level of resistance. Other than that, 11,058 and 11,102 are various levels of resistances Nifty is going to face. And more than that, at this level, which was a support zone previously, is now a distribution zone, right? So you need to be very careful. If Nifty has to go upside, it has to break this zone completely. Right now, your interest would be on intraday. How do you trade intraday Nifty? Let's look at the smaller time frame Nifty, where the smaller zones are mentioned along with the no trading zone. Right now, if you look at Nifty on a smaller time frame, you will see this yellow zone, which is a no trading zone. That's at 10,882 to 10,910. So if Nifty goes above this trend line, which would be somewhere around 10,900 or so, yeah, 10,910, 15. So your first target on the upside would be between 9,000, 10,940 to 10,950. So around 40 points target you can eye for it. Yes, of course, you should be trading with a stop loss and trailing stop loss. And if at this level you find bullish patterns or continuation patterns, you can carry forward your position for the next upside target, which is at 10,980 to 10,998 or 10,000, 11,000, you can say, right? So you will get some more points on the upper side. If this level is broken, and again, watch out for continuation pattern at this level, then 11,058, from 11,032 to 11,058, you can book your all profits. That could be the high for the day, and that's where today market started also, right? On the lower side, if Nifty goes below 10,882, you can take a short position. Your next target will be 10,863. Again, that is a Fibonacci level, as well as the moving average confluence at 855 to 863. So like it would be hardly 25 to 30 points of trade, and which may be a little dangerous in terms of not having a right risk to reward ratio. Anyway, watch out at this accumulation zone, which is from 10,832 to 10,863. I would rather prefer to trade Nifty downside only if it slips below 10,850. If below 10,850, your next target would be 10,800. That will give you neat 50 points of profit, and 50 points of profit will be around 3,750 per lot. And if this level is broken, rather this zone is broken, which is from 10,780 to 10,800, that 20 point level is broken, then you would see Nifty heading towards this level, 10,750. And if this zone from 10,740 to 10,750 is broken, you would see Nifty moving towards 10,675 to 10,700 on the downside. So whenever there is a continuation pattern in these demand zones, then you can continue your position with a trailing stop loss, or keep on booking part profits in few of the lots, and few of the lots can be carried forward. If you find any reversal sign at these levels, then you should book your profit in all the lots and wait until confirmation of reversal happens, so that you can initiate your long position. As an intraday trader, it is important for you to make profit rather than just having a view and being rigid on your view. So market may keep on going up or down. Sometimes it becomes volatile, and you should be able to book profit on both sides of the market. Right now, let's look at how or what kind of opportunities Bank Nifty is going to give you on intraday. But before that, let's have a look at Bank Nifty daily chart, which is quite interesting to discuss here. So Bank Nifty again is taking support in a in this cushion, which is a demand zone. However, Bank Nifty has broken this trend line today. I call it this trend line has been broken on closing basis. So it's a very important factor, and there is a trend line already going downside, which is clearly representing a steep downtrend. Apart from that, what more Bank Nifty has done is it has made a M pattern, so there could be a good opportunity for you in trading Bank Nifty if certain level is broken, right? And if that level is broken, you would see this could be your next target for Bank Nifty. So if Bank Nifty slips below 21,000 at the end of the day, you would see 18,500 could be your possible target for Bank Nifty, but you will need to watch out. Now, let's look at intraday chart of Bank Nifty such that we can find out opportunities for trading tomorrow profitably, right? So from 21,035 to 21,224, that means almost 200 points in Bank Nifty is almost a no trading zone that you need to be taking care of. Bank Nifty may be volatile tomorrow, so if Bank Nifty goes about 21,228, you can take a long trade towards 21,375, and that will give you need to 150 points. 150 points in one lot size of 25 will be good profit to pocket. And if you get a continuation pattern here, your next target upside is 21,538. And if you see continuation pattern here, your next target would be 21,730, while as the zone is from 21,650 to 730, right? And there is a trend line also, so that will not allow Bank Nifty to push it upside, right? So that's the on bullish side of Bank Nifty. If you get opportunity on bullish side, you can trade it that way. And if you get bearish opportunity in Bank Nifty, let me reset the chart. Right. And if you get Bank Nifty going below 21,035, there will be a short trade coming up in Bank Nifty, guys. And that trade, 1 minute, it has slipped down, guys. Your target would be 20,878. Watch out the price action in this zone, which is almost of 100 points or 60 points, right? And if the price breaks down this zone, your next target would be 20,640. On the downside, you would see not much of the resistance, not much of the support is available to Bank Nifty. So if Bank Nifty has a bearish pressure, it would go down very fast. And if 20,640 level is broken, watch out here, a continuation pattern for the downside, which will be at 20,457. So that's where I could see the Bank Nifty on the downside. So watch out for volatile moves. So stop loss and trailing stop losses are must. Now let's look at how international market is doing, especially our US 30 or Dow Jones, right? So Dow Jones has broken in last two trading sessions 200 days moving average, which is at 26,200. However, today Dow Jones has taken a support there in the morning, and although it started with a bullish bias today, almost at the same point where it closed yesterday, but some tech companies, especially Microsoft and Apple, have it was an earning announcement for them, and their earnings were good. So the market has the US market has moved up. However, still it has just gone to the distribution zone, and there are two trend lines. It's out of the ascending channel, so it could just be a news. Watch out this tomorrow as well. And today's move, I'm sure, would be volatile. In yeah, it's a volatile move in Dow Jones, and watch out. This much of drop is very much possible on account of even profit booking. In that market, also the profit booking will happen. So watch out, and it will give you the cues in the morning, right? So now let's look at some of the data points. What are the data points representing is the emotions of the participants, bulls and bears. So market closed at 10,891. So 10,900 will be the strike price. We will say is a at the money strike price, and we'll be trying to find out the support levels from put side and resistance level from call side. If you look at this data at 10,900, you can see 5 lakh contracts have been created freshly, and overall 1.7 million contracts in open interest. So this will work as a support one. Other than that, if I notice, you can see that a lot of put unwinding has happened at every level, and that shows the weakness, right? It represents a weakness of bulls. So let me write it here. And below than that, not much of put writing is visible. It's just 3 lakh put writing here. And however, overall open interest is very good. So 10,800 would be working as a support too. And if this level is broken, 10,700 would work as a support 3, because overall it's a 2 million contract there, and 6.74 lakh contracts have been created today in open interest, right? So this somehow reflects a little positive sentiments at 10,700 for bulls and at 10,800, right? So at lower levels also not massive. I cannot say even massive put writing, because not even at a single strike you can see a million contracts have been created freshly today, right? So that shows the bulls are losing confidence. However, at lower levels, 10,500, 10,600, you can see more than 1.6 million contracts. As we had said, 10,500 is our weekly support, so it remains intact, right? And on the call side, let's observe at 10,900, which is ATM for calls as well. You can see that 7.95 lakh contracts have been freshly created by bears, right? And it's close to 1 million, 9 lakh contracts over here. So this will work as R1. And above than that, at 10,950, also a good amount of call writing is visible. But interestingly, at 11,000 level, you can see massive call writing. Almost 2 million contracts have been freshly created today, and that will act as R2. Overall, 2.6 million contracts at this level, and that's anyway much higher than any of the strikes on the put side. So that shows the sentiments here of bears, right? Bears have become very aggressive today. At 11,050, you can see almost 7 lakh fresh contracts and almost 9 lakh overall contracts. So that will act as R3. Slightly above than that, at 11,100, you can see 1.6 million contracts have come up, and overall 3.2 million contracts, right? That will work as R4. So you can notice that on each and every strike, even odd strikes with a odd strikes like 150 or 050 or 250, you can see massive put call writing has happened, right? And at every strike, there is more than 2 million contracts existing. So it clearly reflects the bearish bias. And if you look at overall, range, which is very active, you can see the volatility on upside as well as on downside here, right? So for tomorrow, if I look at 10,800 seems to be a good support level. However, if this is broken, 10,700 would work as my support level. Now, on the upper side, if I see 11,000 itself is a very strong level. However, if 11,000 is broken, 11,050, 11,100 will work as very strong resistance level. So I can say that 10,700 to 11,100 could be my trading range for Tuesday, right? That's my Tuesday trading range. I'll call it Tuesday TR. And my weekly trading range, which was at earlier, 11,500, then it has shifted downside and it is now at 11,200. So I'll say 10,500 to 11,200. Not, I'm sorry, 10,500, guys. Okay, downside 10,500, upper side 11,200. Yes, is my weekly range, right? So I'll say this is my weekly range. So take a note of it. Of course, this data will change, so will change the view. It is not firm, but as of now, when I'm recording this video of market analysis, yes, this is the view and this is the visible range. If I look at the PCR of this series is 0.63. Yesterday, the PCR was 0.83. And this clearly, Friday it was 0.83. It clearly says that bears have been more active, so that they have created the lesser PCR now. Okay. Let's look at some more data to conclude how the trading range could be there. So now retail clients are little bullish on the future. FIIs are more or less slightly bullish on future, and pros are more bullish on the future of index, while as DIs are extremely bearish on the index future, right? Now, if you look at options data, retail clients have got mild bullish view. They have a trading pressure of 1.12, while as FIIs are having a mild bearish point of view, and their trading pressure is 0.88, while as pros are completely bearish now. All right, so they are bearish. So overall, it is a mild bearish, view by options data, right? Every time I laugh out at the way retail clients behave, like the market is already down and they are still mildly bullish. They take a longer period to change their view. That's the issue with them, right? And Nifty PCR for next series is 0.9, and next to next series has also now reduced from 2 to 1.55. Bank Nifty PCR 0.6 and 0.4 for the next week, and month end is 0.79. So Bank Nifty seems to be completely in bearish mode, right? If you look at equities in cash market, how trading has happened today, FIIs had been net buyer with 7,818 crore, while as DIs were seller with 135.55 CR in cash and equity market, right? So that shows that when the market has come at the lower channel, FII is very quick to increase their buying in the equities, while at the same time they are balancing on options. Possibly they are using options for hedging the same positions which they are buying in cash, right? So that's the data which says a mild bearish outlook here. Nifty P is 29.7, still very high, and shows the market is very expensive. And today, Nifty VIX has increased by 4.1. That shows the fear increasing in the market. Now let's conclude our view about the market. If you look at the RSI, Friday it was 61, now it is 53. So that means the market has gone into the sideways mode, And on the daily chart, if you look at the stochastics is 8, and that says market is already in the oversold zone. So if market is an oversold on the daily chart, you may expect some or other kind of bounce back, which would be part of consolidation, not the reversal. And if you look at the stochastics on weekly, it is 71. So it's cooled off from stochastics of 99 over last 4 or 5 trading sessions. That's a good part. Anyway, if the market has to move up, the market, some of the indicators have to pull down. Uh, if market sustains above 11,200, then you can expect market to move with a bullish bias towards 11,350 and 400. And if the market slips by the end of the day tomorrow below 10,850, that means we're talking about if it decisively closes below 10,850, which is also a confluence of moving averages, uh, exponential as well as simple. So 200 days, right? And in that case, the market may slip to 10,550 and 10,600, right? So next trading session based upon the data from option chain, as well as a price action, is 10,750 to 11,100, and volatility is going to be integral part of our trading as long as India VIX is above 23 or 24. Bank Nifty trading range for tomorrow is 20,457 to 21,730. Watch out for fresh data during the trading hours, as a lot depends upon what is happening in the domestic market as well as international market, right? In domestic market, the cues would come in the form of quarter 1 results of FY21, and in term of global market, watch out, especially Dow Jones. Especially now, the quarterly results are being announced. Like today, Dow Jones surprised everybody because tech companies announce their results, and the results are excellent, and the market is moving up. Although, again, there is not much of the fundamental change. FIS fund flow is another aspect you should keep on watching. I trust this analysis is helping you to navigate through the market with confidence and profitable trades. Thank you very much for watching the video. To get latest information, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to subscribe and get the notification whenever we upload any new video. If you want us to make video for you in area of stocks, derivatives, commodities, forex, trading, investing, technical or fundamental analysis, you can write them in the comment box of particular video you are watching. As and when we have good number of requests, we will definitely make the video of your interest. We also have community tab here. First of all, there are many videos here we have launched recently. There are technical analysis, there are professional trading setups or data analysis videos which you can watch and you can learn from them. We also have almost more than 50 videos on daily analysis. When you read and listen to the daily analysis, there's a lot of learning happening in that. Apart from that, we have started a series on Wednesday, which is question answer session with MJ. You can also learn from it. It's a live session on YouTube for our students and our community. It happens from 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock. You're welcome to join. You can also write your questions in the community tab. Apart from that, we also have a session on Saturday, 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock in the night, called Stock Market Ki Baat MJ Ke Saath. Already we have had 11 episodes and amazing response. A lot of questions get answered there, and your community is here to provide you the support. So how would you write your questions in the community tab? Is go to the particular session, whatever is being published here, and there is a comment box. You can ask your questions here in this comment box. Apart from that, you can regularly watch our YouTube channel. Like today, I 12 hours back, that means around 12 o'clock, I had put on a note here that ATR has been consumed almost 42% in first 10 minutes itself, and market is not going to move much more up or down. And this is what I have sold, like sold this short on this, long on this, and I have posted my result of that as well. No, today I did not. It was a previous result. So most of the time, I think I have posted that result also here, right? And not only that, I have also posted that it has made a M pattern here, such that, and the targets are also being given here. So whatever, as you know, that the zones are very dynamic, as in when market, uh, some time lapses in the market, a new information comes, trading pressures develop. So are the, the zones are getting moved up and down. So you need to watch them out for being a good trader. As a professional trader, you need to learn how to trade upside or downside within the same day, and trade with the tight stop losses and trailing stop losses. Mostly I use the ATR for stop loss or super trend. You need to fine tune your trading strategy, because trading strategy can give you the profits consistently. So yeah, there is also a group here in our Facebook called Systematic Traders and Investors. You can also join this group, wherein we keep on posting a lot of information and a lot of live charts. Our students also contribute in this, by posting their own studies. So take advantage of it. It's a newly formed group. I invite you to send your requests, which will be approved if you are in our any of the communities, either YouTube or a student, or if you are a hardcore trader, right? So thank you very much for watching the video and liking the video and creating this amazing community where everybody is getting benefited. Please share the video with your friends and concerned traders or trading communities who can also be benefited from quality knowledge and analysis. Good luck, happy trading, happy investing.